This is the NSPN Prep Update, a weekly look at scores, highlights, and stories from across the state. We go to the NSPN studios. Here's your host, Ryan Phelps.
Hello and welcome to the NSPN Prep Update for December 15th. Coming up on today's show, we'll cruise the state with highlights from some of the top teams. We'll hear from Minnesota's first family in girls basketball, and we bid farewell to a legendary swimming official. Plus, our school snapshot will have some tuned-up tractors. But we start at US Bank Stadium and the All-Star football game, featuring some of Minnesota's best seniors. The Minnesota Vikings and Minnesota Football Coaches Association hosted the high school All-Star game at the bank on Saturday. Third quarter, Maple Grove's Caden Harney spots a wide-open Calvin Coppersmith from Centennial. Harney was named the North Offensive MVP. The North defeats the South 17-6. Our own Hannah Stringer and Justin Barrientos had a chance to visit with the players earlier in the week.
Super excited to represent my school and myself. And, I've been playing against a lot of these guys my whole life, so it's pretty exciting to play with them and be dominant on the field.
It means a lot. There's a lot of great players around Minnesota, so being selected to play in this game and this event is pretty cool, and it's an honor.
Great honor. Represent my small school and showing people that go to smaller schools that anything's possible, and you just got to work hard.
I think it's a testament to the great teammates and coaches that I've had growing up and how they have allowed me to be in the position that I am.
I'll say Michael B. Jordan because, both very handsome guys.
Probably the Hulk.
Probably Spider-Man.
Probably The Rock because we're both pretty strong.
I've been told I look like Patrick Swayze, so I think he'd play me in a movie.
2006 Rose Bowl, Vince Young jersey.
I'll probably say like Babe Ruth because they'd probably go for the most money.
Probably the Stephon Diggs jersey when he caught the Minneapolis Miracle.
Anthony Edwards because he's a dog.
I'd say rushing for 303 yards on senior night and breaking the school record.
Sophomore year against Lakeville South when we ran the Philly Special to beat them.
Probably making it to state this year because our team hasn't made it to state in 11 years, so it's big for the community.
Winning state my sophomore year and watching my best friend catch the game-winning touchdown pass.
The Vikings also hosted the native All-American football game at US Bank Stadium on Sunday. Late first quarter, Brady Wadena from Dilworth Lynn and Felton gets an interception and returns it 36 yards for the touchdown. Wadena was named Defensive MVP. Team Waya defeats Team Tatanka 27-15. Let's hear from the guys.
To me, it means that I get to show out for my tribe, for my family, and I really just get to show the youth in my tribe and my little brothers that there's places for you to play, that you can just continue playing and that you'll be good.
It's a real honor. I get to represent my culture, my people, and everyone that came before me.
It means a lot. Getting to meet new people is a thrill. Getting to travel so far, as farthest north I've ever been. It's really cold too.
Playing this All-Star game just means a lot to me because I get to be surrounded by people that I can relate to culturally, and just the fact that we all play football. Just get to ball out some brothers.
I would say Jim Thorpe, first Native American to play in the National Football League.
Probably Tom Brady, just because he's the GOAT.
I'd say Clay Matthews because I really looked up to him. He played middle linebacker and he dominated.
Ken Griffey Jr., he's my favorite baseball player of all time, sweetest swing ever.
Probably be playing in South Korea with my brother. Not a lot of natives get to travel.
We won 26-27 against Bent Harbor. It was last second. It was just a crazy atmosphere. The whole crowd was wild.
It would be in middle school when I scored my first touchdown, about 60 yards off the break-off.
Going to the playoffs and first time in my school history. Over on the east side, there's a battle brewing for puck supremacy, featuring two perennial powers. St. Thomas Academy versus Hill Murray boys hockey. Cadets in control of this game in the second period. Great puck movement after a face-off win, and Peter Murray goes across the blue line to get the goal. Cadets win 5-1. STA is 7-1 on the season, and they handed Hill Murray their first loss of the year. Girls hockey, Woodbury versus Mounds View Irondale. Third period, Royals leading by 2 and on the power play. Freshman Maddie Mills misses initially, but follows her shot and gets the rebound goal to seal the win and get her first goal of the season. Woodbury wins 5-2. Royals are undefeated this year at 10-0-1. Boys hoops, Wayzata versus Cretin-Durham Hall. Wayzata is the top-ranked team in the state according to Strib Varsity, while Cretin-Durham Hall was 5th, meeting again in a rematch of the Class 4A title game from last year. Nolan Anderson hits a 3 as the Trojans come out on top again, this time 96-66. Wayzata is 5-0. Girls basketball, Mare Lutheran versus Sleepy Eye St. Mary's. Knights ranked 2nd in Class A, Crusaders ranked 8th. Morgan Mathiewicz knocks down a huge 3 to give Sleepy Eye St. Mary's the lead, and the Knights would hold on to win 52-49 and stay undefeated on the season. Coming up on the Prep Update, more girls basketball highlights from one of the top scorers in the state, plus an in-depth look at another leading scorer as we meet the Greenway sisters. And we'll hit the pool with a legend on the deck. But first, some trivia. Who were the 2025 Girls State Basketball Champions? There were 4 of them. How many can you name? The answer after this.
New journey.
Division 3 straight to Division 1.
New energy. Same standard.
The Tommies have climbed to the peak of the summit.
And your Pioneer Football League champions wear purple and gray. No limits. Welcome to St. Thomas Athletics.
Support your teams and community with NSPN.TV. Enjoy exclusive coverage from summer town ball to high school championships. Plus, feature stories and podcasts that bring you closer to the action. Stay connected with NSPN.TV, your neighborhood sports network.
Welcome back to the NSPN Prep Update. I'm Ryan Phelps. Your trivia question was, who were the 2025 Girls State Basketball Champions? The answer, Class 4A, Hopkins. In 3A, Benilde St. Margaret's. 2A, Providence Academy. And in Class 1A, West Central area. For the past 5 years, a race to the top of the girls' scoring leader list has been going on between Madden Greenway of Providence Academy and Tori Orline of Crosby Ironton. The two have been neck and neck since they were 7th graders. Our own Andrea Mayu was up in Crosby as the number 2 Rangers hosted number 7 in 1A Bram. This won a competitive first half. Bram works the ball around to the far side. They'll find Mackenzie Golly down low for the bank shot, 17-15 Bram. Second half, Crosby Ironton showing how good they are on defense. Tori Orline intercepts the pass and then goes down the floor to seal the deal with a pretty move. Lady Rangers roll in the second half and win 75-47. Madden Greenway's drive for 5 straight state titles at Providence Academy also contains one last ride with younger sister Beckett. Mike Peden took a trip to detail their symbolic sisterhood.
Madden Greenway's name isn't hard to find at Providence Academy. It works like that when you're the first girls player to score over 1,000 points in a season 3 times, and the first to earn over 1,000 points, rebounds, and assists in a varsity career.
I think the points will just come, with me playing my game in the system that coach has us running, and if I just play myself, all the records will work itself out.
Madden's foray of firsts continues to grow, but her senior season contains one notable finality. It's the last time Madden will have a sibling for a teammate.
Beckett to Madden, sister, bullseye.
Beckett Greenway, now a freshman, has played alongside Madden for the last 2 years. They shared 2 of Providence Academy's 4 straight state titles, plus a few more historic moments.
She assisted my 3,000th point, which I think was pretty cool. It's those special moments where it's all those years of me being able to see her from as an older sister. I think specifically being able to see her from a young age just continue to grow and fall in love with basketball has kind of been really cool.
I just think going in it was it's a big confidence booster when I would do well in games, and obviously I knew my teammates ahead just because of Madden and stuff. So I think going on it was very welcomed, and it just felt family right away.
The family dynamics among the Greenway sisters took a slightly different tone.
Basically until like last year, we never were allowed to 1v1 each other like competitively, just due to the fact that it would always end in a really bad fight because I was fouling or she was like beating me and I would get annoyed. So growing up, we always just tried to separate ourselves from that.
I think that's where we got competitive, and that's where we kind of got that edge to like want to win, was against each other at first. I think also when Madden was in 7th grade, like, and I was just young and we would play one-on-one, she would like beat me. Like, it helped me know like what level I needed to get to in order to play in high school.
Beckett and Madden leveled up like vaunted RPG characters. Both sisters are the top-ranked recruits in their class by the local chapters of Junior All-Star and Prep Girls Hoops, a testament to their vast versatility.
I would say that we like complement each other really well. I would say like in basketball especially, like since we're both point guards, but we can both play like the two as well. So I think it kind of depends on matchups or whatever, which is good because we're like really flexible. So I think that's really helped us.
For some reason, like just us practicing together and doing everything together every day, we just kind of have a natural, like my connection with her is better than anyone.
Between the Greenway family lineage and Madden's magical bid for multiple state records, some pressure to perform would naturally follow. Over the years, Beckett and Madden fostered a fortitude that symbolizes a strong sisterhood.
You get hate for a reason. Like it's not like you're just a nobody and they're just hating on you. Like you're obviously doing something to make them mad, so they have to say something about it. So I think we've handled it well, and we also know like they can say whatever we want, but I think like we've responded.
I would say for me, like just I only like feel pressure to prove like myself right and like those closest to me. So I just know like throughout the years, obviously as you gain more attention, there'll be people that like want to see you succeed, and I do it like mostly for them.
While the Greenway sisters hope to get one more state title together, Madden has something to say about their head-to-head record.
I'm undefeated for our entire lifetime,
Oh, yeah,
so
for sure.
that's pretty cool.
In Plymouth, I'm Mike Beaton for NSPN.
There's still one more segment left on this week's NSPN Prep Update. A state swimming icon says so long. Plus, a school snapshot teaches us about Husker pride.
There's a new destination for all things Minnesota high school sports. It's called Strib Varsity. It's from the Minnesota Star Tribune, so you know it's trusted. With a deep bench to cover all of Minnesota. We've rebuilt and relaunched our MM Prep hubs and added more sports. Stories, streams, stats, scores, schedules. We have it all at Strib Varsity. Subscribe today at startribune.com/stribvarsity.
More often than not, unfortunately, if you know an official's name, it's probably not a good thing. In this case, though, the swimming community knows Jim Marshall for the right reasons, but this will be his last season poolside. Justin Barrientos has more.
At this year's State Swimming and Diving Championships, it marks the end of an era. After 40 years as an official, Jim Marshall decided to hang up his whistle.
I've been involved in swimming and officiating for over half my life, and I'm getting at the point in my life that there are some things that I want to do, some trips that I want to take, and some accomplishments that I want to get taken care of. It wasn't an easy decision.
Though Marshall has earned the respect and admiration from coaches, competitors, and fellow officials, he never competed in the sport that he has overseen for nearly half a century.
I never swam. I was never a swimmer. I started officiating a little over 40 years ago, and one of the main reasons I started officiating is 3 of my children were all swimming. My one son was disqualified. I wasn't happy about it. And the official then listened very nice and calmly to what I had to say, and then said to me, you know what, we're always looking for officials. I think you'd be a good one, and that's how I started.
Marshall has seen a lot of great swimmers and divers in his time poolside.
I refereed some great meets. I saw some awesome swims. I saw Rachel Bootsma set a national record at the University of Minnesota. Tom Melchall swim his junior and senior year and then go on and win a silver and gold in the Olympics.
At the girls' state meet held in November, Marshall's retirement was mentioned on the video board and in a pre-race announcement, letting him know just how much he has meant to the sport.
It's very humbling. You know, I watched that. I had a hard time not tearing up. I'm not sure I deserved everything they said. I look at it this way. I did my job, and you're honoring me for doing my job. Very emotional. It made me feel extremely proud and very good.
Though they didn't officiate the same sport, Marshall's father was one inspiration that led him to become an official.
My father was a softball umpire. He was honored being introduced and put into the Minnesota Softball Hall of Fame. I hope up there he's proud of his son.
While Marshall didn't have a lifetime background in swimming and diving, he says that rules study and confidence are key in becoming and staying on as an official.
Every new official that comes into officiating in high school swimming, their biggest concern is diving and how to judge diving. Look at the scorecard. It goes from 0 to 10, use the whole thing. And I think when I totally became comfortable is when I saw an official make a call, and I went up and asked him what the call was, and then I told him he was wrong and was able to show him in the book. And at that point, I felt comfortable.
What are some words of advice from Marshall if someone is on the fence about becoming an official?
Jump in. Have fun. It is a great community. All the people that I've dealt with have been fantastic. Even when a coach will disagree with me, you know, we still walk away and part as friends. Jump in. Get involved. I really firmly believe there's nothing better. It's awesome.
At the Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center on the campus of the University of Minnesota, Justin Barrientos, NSPN.TV.
We're off to a great start this winter as we've already streamed hundreds of games live right here on NSPN.TV. And we have some more top tilts this week.
Some great girls hockey on Tuesday night as Holy Angels travels to number 2 Hill Murray. On Thursday, a couple of basketball games. For the boys, St. Thomas Academy at number 3 Tartan. And for the girls, it's number 2 Minnetonka at Waconia. And then on Friday, more boys basketball, Cretin-Durham Hall at Totino Grace in a battle of top 10 teams. And boys hockey on Friday features Holy Angels at Benilde St. Margaret's.
It's time for our school snapshot. That's when we get to know the towns, schools, and communities outside the playing field. Today, we learn a little about a central Minnesota farming community.
Holdingford is a farming community, hence the nickname, the Huskers. It's a tight-knit family, located just northwest of St. Cloud, about 75 miles from the Twin Cities. The school was established in 1934, and Principal Tom Cooper says it's one of a kind.
In my time in education, like I said, 28 years, these are the best kids I have worked with. Academically focused, show up and give their best. The community supports the kids, their education. This community is like no other I've ever been a part of.
They cater to the students' needs, just under 500 of them, grades 7 through 12. And they provide hands-on learning, one class in particular, that ties into the local economy.
We have an amazing agricultural and technical program where kids rebuild a tractor from the ground up. You will take the most old, dilapidated, falling apart tractor, and in one term, those kids will have at it, tear it apart, rebuild it, and it looks like it's coming right off the showroom floor. So we prepare our kids for whatever is next in their life.
They have plenty of classes for their university-bound students as well, with college in the schools, art program, weightlifting, along with physical education, English, language arts, and social studies. And the kids come back to work and to teach, as many Holdingford graduates are now back in the building. They offer the same support they received, maybe even more. They have a name for it.
I would say Husker Strong. We are the Holdingford Huskers. That's kind of our hashtag, like you said, Husker Strong, and that means in every sense of the word, whether it's on the playing field, in a classroom. We've had students go through some things in life and battle through cancer and battle through hardship, and I think it's in a tribute to that adage, Husker Strong. We are going to battle through it, we know we're going to fight through it, and we are going to come out on top.
That'll do it for this week's episode of the NSPN Prep Update. We'll be back with more next week. For Hannah, JB, Mike, Andrea, and the rest of the NSPN crew, I'm Ryan Phelps saying so long from the Neighborhood Sports Network.